Joining me today on NYSE Floor Talk is Julian LaNeve. He is the Chief Technology Officer at Astronomer. Julian, fantastic to have you here. Thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
It's my pleasure. So now, Julian, Astronomer is a fast-growing startup headquartered here in New York City. Give me your elevator pitch for what Astronomer does.
So we make it super simple for companies to run their data platforms. And we've done that by taking this open source tool called Apache Airflow and run it in an enterprise grade for our customers. Nowadays, all companies are run by data. And so ensuring that you know where the data is at all times and you know how it all interoperates with each other is super critical. So that's what we do.
Now, you have some big brand customers that are Adobe, Autodesk, and Marriott. What are some of the ways that you're helping your customers?
It depends so much from customer to customer. We have an international retailer that builds machine learning models for personalization so that when you see their homepage, you see something different than when I see their homepage. We have a manufacturing company that's been around for 100 years now that's using us to do a big migration from legacy tools onto a more modern platform and really take them into the next 100 years. And then we have a public sportsbook company that runs all their regulatory reporting on our platform. So they have to file at the end of every day across all 50 states, all of the bets that were made and how they were paid out. So the theme in common is that it all has something to do with data, where the data is moving, but the use cases for data are so varied and so flexible.
Now, Julian, tell me, why is data orchestration important for GenAI?
At this point, models for GenAI, I'd say, have been commoditized in the sense that everyone has access to this huge range of both open source and commercial models. No longer can you build differentiation just by taking an LLM and using it in your product. It's all about how you supplement it with your own data. And that means that you need to have a strong data strategy first. You need to have reliability in your data, and that's where orchestration comes into play. Trust is also super critical with these GenAI applications. If you go to a chatbot or an AI application and it gives you a bad answer, you're not going to come back to it because you're not going to trust it. And that knowledge that it has, that it's working with, comes from the data that you give it. And so the main use cases today are around supplying data that you have unique access to these GenAI applications.
And finally, Julian, tell me, what are you most excited about with regards to the product roadmap at Astronomer?
Yeah, I'm super excited about where our customers are bringing us. They've expressed a ton of interest in us, giving them this wave of consolidation that they can move more tools and more use cases onto our platform and leverage the infrastructure that they already have as opposed to buying new tools and using other systems. And we've seen that start to happen in a couple spaces, and we're looking forward to other places that our customers bring us. But in the longer term, because of the customers that we have and the unique insights that we're able to get, I think there's some really interesting things that we can do to turn those insights and those industry trends back into insights for our customers. I always like to think of what Ramp has done for finance. They've been able to take all of this credit card spend data and turn it back into benchmarks for your company's spend against other similar sized companies. I think we can do the same type of thing in the data space because it changes so quickly. 2 years ago, GenAI was hardly a word, and now it's on top of everyone's mind. So giving our customers those leading indicators and ensuring that they're always up to date with what's going on in the market is something that we care a ton about.
Well, Julian, it's been wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.